With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Goff on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's gone. And Davis has it over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now gone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hampton. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Out of the gun, Goff. Throw right side, caught by Davis. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get out to the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game? Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Dumps it off to Lewis. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Nigel Bradham in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. And it's caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now they try the right side here. Fighting through it. He's got space. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Sutton now to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Goff now 8 of 8 throwing the ball in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, 12, let's go. We're good, we're good. Hey, shout.
Now Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hampton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Goff now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Black 20.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Willis in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A shotgun snap for Goff. Going underneath for Lewis. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Goff throwing again. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Goff. Escaping the pressure, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. It's Shelton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Boom.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Set. Blue, landing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Lucky 56. Now let's go. Blue, landing. Blue, landing.
Back to throw here. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Super. Hot. Like 20. Twos. Right there. 11.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Play action, it's Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Gun! Set!
They'll look to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now the 2nd-year man from South Dakota State, it's Zach Zenner. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Well, the defensive coverage was good. So good, he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
14.
To throw on second down is gone. Eluding the pressure right, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Super. Go, son. 180.
Goff now looking to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shelton. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Shelton. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff. But still, a lot of guys to account for.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run here with Zenner. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the kick by Gonzalez, he is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Looking to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Here we go now.
On the run, it's Zanner. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and 4.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
On first down, gone. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Back to throw, gone. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Goff now to throw. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL?
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Here we go now.
They'll run the option right here on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
All right, here we go.
Now back to throw. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Sutton now to return. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Caught left side by Cobb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now Goff on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On second down, here's Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go now.
And they'll run it here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Back to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll drop to throw. Now he steps away. And he connects with Ebron. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And give him a gain of 37. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run. This is Tanner. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. He'll get it up the middle. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with, a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get out to the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down.
17. DC.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cobb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Goff. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Goff on first down. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
We got 3. 17. 12. Watch the screen. Starting left here. 14.
On first down, it's gone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. To throw on second down is gone. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Go, son. 180.
Out of the gun. Gone. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. And that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Goff. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
14.
Throwing again is Goff. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. Goff throwing again. Throw left side complete. It's Hampton. And he's taken down inside the 30. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
180.
Again, gone. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To the air again. Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cobb. And he gets it down to the 32. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down when you want 3. Get a little bit closer, making it easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
14.
On first down, gone. This will be caught at about the 5. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Our ball. Shell.
From the gun, here's gone. He's got it. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. A shotgun snap for gone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. In for the score. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the two-point conversion. Goff now looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for San Francisco, the win is number 9 for them on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis.